Hello everyone, welcome to another podcast episode. My name is The Star. I'm The Star Crochet and I make and sell crochet and knit gifts for everyone. On this episode I talk about things like what I have been up to, any finished objects, any works in progresses, and that's about it for what I usually cover. Let's get right into it. So what I have been up to is that I have been crocheting a whole lot. You guys will see when it comes to the finished objects section. I once again forgot how many finished objects I have for the week. And so if you guys happen to count how many finished objects I have, let me know in the comments below, please, because I'd really like to know. I have been working on like duckies and like, you know, those like rubber duckies but in a crochet form. I've been making like a whole bunch of colors of that, and I have a list right here of all of the duckies that I have been working on and that I've been checking off what I have the yarn for and what I completed of the project right here. So I guess I can also cover new items too. I don't really have that many new items, but one thing, I'll go ahead and start with that. One thing is that I got little wrist compression whenever I got them off of Amazon and I was working with them. I was so happy with the results of how it turned out. I love working with these because I feel that while crocheting I don't have the pain in my wrist anymore, which is, you know, that arthritis. It's typical for a fiber artist that knits or crochets, but I'm not gonna let that bring me down. Another new item I have is more DPNs. This is a size 1 and it comes with 5 double-pointed needles, and this is the DPNs that I typically use for when I knit socks. And so I'm very happy that I got these again, because on my plane ride back here to North Carolina, I automatically lost another DPN, and it was when the plane ride started and I was like, no. But that's alright. They're easy to lose, sadly, but they're also not expensive to buy, so whenever I need to, that's when I buy another pack. I don't just buy bulk of that because I don't want to be greedy about it. But anyway, that is what I have been up to slash new items. And let's get to the finished objects. I have a whole bunch of finished objects. So I want to show you guys the bag first. You know how I typically show you guys in one of these big bags how many finished objects I have? I don't want to tip everything over, but it is completely full of finished objects. So I am excited to get through all of them and show you guys what I have been working on. The thing is, lately I have been getting like a less amount of sleep. So like 4 hours average, 2 hours at a time, twice a day or twice a night. And so that means that it's more time to crochet because I don't want to be loud and wake up anybody in like this house because they have to work and stuff. So I tend to be quiet, and I'll listen to music or I'll watch something on my laptop, but I'll have these earbuds in that I have right now. That's what I'm using to record my voice. But anyway, I'll have these in and like listen to music or watch something, like binge watch a show or something, and then I just go crazy with crocheting because I have so many hours, you know, of my day to crochet. And let's get started. I want to start with the duckies. I will show you guys, and I have another new item as well. I'll cover that after I finish this ducky. So this is a soft purple, or lilac I like to call it. Some people call it lavender, but I like lilac. And this is a lilac ducky. And I made 3 of these as well. And you notice, guys, how the eyes are different? I'll show you after I finish this ducky. They are different because I have received safety eyes when it comes to putting the eyes in while I make these duckies. And there's a little story about these safety eyes. So I bought them thinking that they would be as big as like the safety eyes that go on the cows that I make. And these are really tiny safety eyes, but it turned out to be for the better. I had mistakenly purchased very small safety eyes, and these are like 8 millimeters. And whenever I realized this is the perfect size for the eyes of the duckies, I was like, yes, this is amazing. So I'm keeping all of these. I got like 5 different bags of these because they came with colors that you place in between the safety eye and the part that you snap onto it. And so that was an 8mm, and then what I intended to get was a 15mm, and so I know the difference now. I didn't know the difference before, or did I check to see what size it was when I ordered it, but it's all good. The next finished object I want to show you guys are the light brown duckies, and I made 3 of these as well. And when I showed you guys my list, I have been checking off all of the colors that I have that I've already completed. And this is the 3rd ducky. It has those safety eyes. And when it comes to the ducks, I will say, and I will mention this as I move forward with the items I make, the ducks are not a original pattern. I purchased the pattern off of Etsy, and I will link the link down below in the description box of where I found the ducky pattern. Next is a dragon. This again is not my pattern. Everything in this bag is not my pattern except for one thing, and I'll show you guys when I get there. So this is another dragon. I wanted to use one of the variegated yarns that I have from Hobby Lobby, the I Love This yarn. And these are the eyes right here. These eyes right here are what I'm talking about when I came to what they are, the 15mm, and that's what I intended to get the first time. So this dragon right here, he has, or she has, purple wings, purple horns, green ears, and green spikes, and just really pretty colors of the variegated yarn. And I need to actually add the dragon and a whole bunch of duckies and another finished object, 2 more finished objects onto my Etsy listing, so that way they are updated. And by the time that you guys see this, which will be on Thursday, because today is Wednesday, I typically record podcasts on Wednesday, I should have the listings of everything I'm showing you guys onto my Etsy, so you guys can check it out and possibly purchase if you'd like it. The next finished object is going to be, let's do the brown cows. So when I made these brown cows, you know, typically with no tail like I always do, I made 2. And when I was working with the safety eyes that I had left, you can tell right here that they have different eyes. That is because I was very low on the safety eyes and I needed to work with what I got. I was not able to make matching eyes of the cows, but that's okay. And this is the last color that I was working on when I ran out of safety eyes of the 15mm. So I have 2 of these, and I need 1 more to make, and they're both going to be the light brown and dark brown. And then I have more colors that I'll be making of the cows after I finish the 3rd brown cow. The next finished objects I have is a golden ducky, and you can tell the difference right here. I'll show you guys the difference. If you can tell within the eyes, can you see a difference, like how much cleaner of a look this is other than this right here? Because with this I just had to sew in the black yarn to create the eyes, and I didn't think about purchasing the safety eyes that are the correct size for the duckies at all until I got that order, and I was like, this is a game changer. So here is the gold ducky, and I of course have 3. I got to have 3, so here's the second one, and then here is the 3rd golden ducky with the old school black eyes. What I used to make before I discovered the smaller size safety eyes. The next finished object I'd like to show you guys is the green duckies. Okay, and they will be the same size, or sorry, they will be the same price as the other duckies that I have showed you guys on the listings as the other colors. I'm just going to add these colors to the listing, and that's the only difference. So it also has the old eyes as well. When it comes to the beak of these duckies, I have switched it a little bit. I did not follow the pattern completely, because if I were to follow the pattern of the ducks beaks, they would look a little bit thicker of a beak, and I don't like how that is. So I made a small adjustment to where it's thin like this. It's not 2 rows or a thick layer of something. It's 1 small layer of something. And all I did was create it by doing 3 foundation single crochets. Here's another red ducky. I know his hair is sticking out. that's the polyester fiber fill. And so I have, let's see, where is it? I have the 3rd red ducky. It is right here, and it has the old school eyes, as you can tell. And then we're getting there. Still a whole bunch left in here. The next finished object I'd like to show you guys is the trying to find the 3rd one here of the last color I want to show you guys. Here we go. So the next color I have is the white with speckles ducky, and it has that, it does not have the new safety eyes, but it does have that new beak that I created. Here is the 2nd white ducky with speckles, and you guys can see the speckles right here. It has pink, it has fuchsia, it has golden, or like a rustic orange, and it has yellow, and it has purple as well. So that's the 2nd ducky of that color, and then this is the 3rd ducky of the color. So I have been very busy. I'm not even done yet with the finished objects. And honestly, when it comes to how I am able to work on crocheting so much, and I'm just so happy because I'm still able to get things done around the house, like, you know, clean my bathroom, clean the stairs, clean everything I'm able to do still. And I just have more time. And so I'm not mad at the amount of sleep I've been getting. I've been doing just fine. The next finished object I have is another cow. This is a blue cow. It has the colors like a light blue and a turquoise. And then the horns right here I used as lilac. No tail, as it always does. That is 1. And here is 2 and 3 of the blue cows. They will be the same price as the regular blue cow, or the regular cows on the listing on Etsy. And I will, of course, link everything in the description box below, even the listings of the cows, even the listings of the duckies, even the listings of the dragon, and the final finished object I have whenever I show you guys. And the next thing I want to show you guys is the donut scarf. I made another donut scarf because I had no other idea of what I wanted to use for this yarn right here, and this is the Loops and Threads Flex, and it's very soft to the touch, and it's like a thin 3 weight, I like to say, but it's like a light worsted weight. It's not a typical heavy worsted weight. The next finished object I have to show you guys is yet another ducky, but they do not have those new, let me see here. It's hard to see the eyes, that's why I'm doing this. I promise you I'm not going crazy. Okay, so this is a dark blue and navy blue. Even though it might look a little bit purple on camera, it's navy blue. So it has the old eyes and the new beak. That is 1. Here's number 2. And everything that I have been working on, all of these projects have all been created by worsted weight 4 weight. And here is another navy ducky. He has eyes, it's very hard to see. Do you see that right there? And then here is his other eye. So he just needs a little color to his eyes the next time I make a navy ducky. But the final duckies that I have to show you guys are these 2. I want to say, if you are one of my brothers, don't look at this video because I am going to a birthday party and it is one of my brother's birthday parties, and so I made one for him and the other one for his daughter, which her birthday is 2 days after his. So I wanted to make a ducky for his birthday gift, and then this ducky right here for my niece's birthday gift as well. And there's not 3 of those yet, but I did make just 1 to see how it goes and just see how many, how much yarn I have left when it comes to those colors. I want to go over the elephant in the room. in my bag, as you say. This is an octopus that I have worked on, that I have stitched. This is also not an original pattern. And here are, you know, the tentacles. You can see up close and everything. The tentacles and the under section is white. And then this is a lilac octopus. I have not yet added this octopus to the listings of the other octopus just yet, but I will after I record this video and as I edit it. And this took up so much space in the bag, that's why I was like the elephant in the room. But it's the same price as the other octopus. And then the final 3 finished objects. One is the third original black and white cow. And she has green eyes, no tail. And then the final 2 finished objects are these 2 purple cows. Here you go. And no tail. And it has white horns, purple and lilac ears, purple and lilac skin. And we reached the finish line when it comes to the finished objects. You see I have no more finished objects in here. And I am just so happy and so proud of myself of everything that I have worked on this past week. I love how it was so many finished objects that I made. Even as one day goes by, I made so many finished objects, like up to 2 to like 5 finished objects on average. And if you've been catching up with my social medias, I have been posting reels of finished objects of the day. And just any day that I have finished objects, I would just record that and post that on every social media I have. And it is so exciting just knowing that I was able to complete so much within a week. And so I do have 2 finished objects, but 1 finished object, I'm pretty much in the same area as I was when I worked on the knitting sock. And this crochet works in progress that I have is that it is going to be a purple ducky. And so I'm going to be using the safety eyes that I have, the new ones, the new size. And then I will continue to make 3 of every color of the duckies. So that is it for today's episode. If you have made it this far in the video, please subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you're always notified of all the videos I make. Give this video a like if you liked this video, and also check out my Patreon. It is $3.33 a month per person. And you get exclusive perks like early access, early release of every video, on top of being able to vote for things like what color should I use in the next project, or what project should I do next. And also check out my social medias such as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!